Hello, my name is Gareth James. I'm one of the golf pros here at the Lee Westwood Golf School. Today what I'd like to do is just take you through some of the swing changes of one of our second year students, James Sowerby. James came to the school 18 months ago off an 11 handicap. He's now down to a 3, looking to start his PGA program, and has really turned himself into a very, very good ball striker. I'd just like to show you some of the changes we've made. Now, James worked extensively with one of our other coaches, Michael Welsh, for most of his time here at the school, and Michael's worked a lot on his takeaway, trying to get that more on plane, and has really worked hard on trying to connect his arms up to his body to try and make him more consistent, and has done a wonderful job. So if I take you through his original golf swing here on the right, posture hasn't changed too much, a little bit rounded in the shoulders. What you can't quite see from here is that James has quite a strong grip. You can see that probably by the forearms, how they're quite twisted at address. And what James would do as he took the golf club back, the club would swing slightly under plane, but you can see how the club face got quite closed and de-lofted due to the strong grip. And how quickly those forearms would rotate open, again due to the strong grip. From there, he would get it onto quite a nice plane. One of the things Mike wanted to change was the length of the swing. You can see how the arms would lift off the chest, the arms would get quite high and the hands would get quite high, and there would be quite an overswing. And from there, the club would change direction, the arms would drop to the outside, and he'd be coming down quite steeply onto the golf ball. Now, one of the other things that happened with James, and as he came down quite steeply, he started to what we call early extend slightly. You can see the head lifting up, the legs starting to straighten. It would be a very powerful strike. Because of that early extension there with the upper body lifting and not clearing, the arms would then get thrown vertical through impact. You can see a classic chicken wing there in the left arm, and a very high vertical finish with the shaft. So James would hit a fade from there. It would be quite a powerful squeeze fade, but he wanted to learn to hit it both ways. So if we move on to what we've changed, posture-wise, he's a little bit bent over, more at address. The back is certainly straighter from coccyx up to the top of the head, which is good. Shoulders and shoulder blades are pinned back nicely. One thing we've commented on is a little bit on his toes there, which we've talked about lately, and just tried to improve his balance. But now you can see how much more neutral the club face is halfway back. So as he swings the golf club back, it goes perfectly up plane with the club face very square, club head covering the hands at halfway. And then from there, the wrists start to set naturally, and the arms find a lovely position in the middle of the chest with the club perfectly on plane. Notice how solid the leg action is. And James, the great thing about James' swing now, he finishes the golf swing, or certainly the backswing, in a much more compact manner. The arms don't lift up, the club face very square, and a much shorter, more controlled backswing, a much more efficient backswing. From there, it's much more of a rotary action on the way down, so he doesn't really extend anymore. The left hip starts to rotate back, club travels straight down the plane line again. No early extension. Notice how the hip has disappeared behind this yellow line here, and certainly not moved away from it. And the great thing now for James, he exits the club perfectly on plane, much flatter than it was. Body again starting to turn but staying in posture, and the arms much more connected to him on the way through. Notice how the hands never really get above head height. So a much more connected golf swing, something we can all learn from in trying to control the ball flight and get rid of loose shots. And James really has improved the golf swing a lot, and we look forward to a very good season from him.